years of experience you have. I'm not just talking about you just writing, being able to like write complex code. We're not just talking about you knowing every framework that okay, you know React.js, you know Next.js, you know this thing Laravel, different framework, you know Django, you know. No, 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 no. That's not what we're talking about you being a senior developer. I'm not just talking about you being able to write code like being able to write code very fast. No, that's not what you make you a senior developer. We are talking about being a senior developer. We are talking about a senior developer owns problems end to end. That is ownership. You being a senior developer, you must be able to like own ownership of what you are doing. They make sound technical decisions. We are talking about being a senior developer, you must know that you must be able to like make good judgments. That's making the right decision. That's one of the things that makes you a senior developer. We are talking about being a senior developer, we are talking about you thinking long term. You get that's also one thing that makes you being a senior developer. And we're also talking about you be able to elevate the whole team. That is by impact. You get meaning even your teammates or your co-workers to be able to like learn one or two things or be able to like impact them. That's one of the things that makes you be a senior developer. So now I will talking about being senior is not just about waiting for promotion. It's not about okay, them promoting you at your place of work. No, 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 no. That's not it. It's about shifting your mindset. So I will talking about some how you can shift your mindset from being a mid or junior level developer to being a senior level developer. So first of all, the first mindset shift I'm talking about is from shifting your mindset from just performing a task to actually trying to get the outcome you get. So first of all, execution thinking, that's just like normal thinking of a normal developer. Okay, what should I do? Okay, you ask their project manager, okay, what should I do? What are we doing? Focus on finishing ticket. That means you just okay. On the ask, okay, do this, then you focus on okay, let me finish before the deadline. And then you deliver exactly what you were asked. Yeah, that's how you normal developer or most developer think. But I want to start thinking like the senior developer, that's senior thinking. First of all, you ask what problem are we solving? It's not just about what am I building. What are we trying to solve? It's different from what should I build. Because if you just like what should I build, you just okay, carry the stuff and you build and you deploy and you ship. But no, what problem are we trying to solve? That's the first thing you have to say as a senior developer. Then you understand the business impact of what you are trying to build. And also you also improve the solution and not just the task. That means even once you're even done building it, you can also like suggest, okay, let us add one or two features you get to this product just to improve the user's experience because one thing about a product must have a very good user's experience. So we want to have okay, let's add this feature. If we add this feature, it also helps to improve the user's experience and not just doing the task. Let's say, for example, let's say you're told to build a login form. As a normal developer, you just okay, you're meant to build a login form, you just build the form. After you build the form, you submit your product manager or your test or anybody to like test it, you get and it's okay, you're done. And then you deploy and you ship. Okay, that's all. But as a senior developer, first thing is you ask that okay, why are we building the login form first? What problem are we trying to solve? You building this login form. What happens if login fails? Like, okay, if a login person logins and login fails, what happen? What are other options can we do? Also, you also ask about okay, what are the security aspects? Okay, when we are building this login form, you can see the difference between the two. Normal developer just okay, let me just build this and let me ship this. But senior developer, you think you also ask other questions. So one thing I want you to know is just that senior don't just execute instructions. They understand the business impact of what they are doing. So that's the first mindset shift I want you all to take note of. Now let's go to the next one. From coding to just to system. So what I mean by from coding to system is it's not just about okay, me writing code. It's about me understanding how the system works. You get, that's one of the mindset shifts you have to like have as a senior developer. You understand the architecture decision. So you think about scalability early. You design for maintainability. You get, because when you're writing code, you might, as times goes on, you might also like they might onboard other developers to also help you. So it must be something that okay, even other developers will be able to like this thing, what they call this will do your code. You consider performance trade-off, okay, the performance of what you are building, the user's experience, you have to have that in mind too. You see how everything connects. You get that team readability too. So for a normal developer, you just ask, okay, how do I implement this function and everything? But as a senior developer, you think, okay, how does this affect your entire system? So that's when you are shifting your mindset from just me just writing the code and then you deploy and you see to know, understand how the whole system works. That's the second mind shift. Then the third mind shift we'll be talking about is from speed to judgment. This one we are talking about not just only you being able to write, okay, build something fast, but also having this mindset of okay, how can I make the right judgment? How can I make the right decision? You understand? So first and first, you know when to move fast. You know, okay, let us do this thing fast. When to move fast, and you also know when to move slow. You get, you need to know, okay, we are building this one, okay, we want to meet the deadline. Let us do this thing fast. And also when to like, okay, let us pause first. Let us ask one or two questions. What can we do to improve what we are doing? You get, that's also knowing when to move slow. Also make trade-off consciously too. Also avoid over engineering and building simple tasks. You get, the main difference between a normal developer and a senior developer is not just the speed or how fast you can build something, but it's about making the right decision. You get, the best senior developers are calm and not chaotic. So it's not just about this mindset of okay, let me quickly build this thing deadline. No, I'm also open up to like have to make the right decision. That's the third mindset shift we just talked about. So we're going to the fourth mindset shift now, which is from individual contributors to force multipliers. There's one thing I need to normal developer, they think about my output, my output. That's only them alone. While a senior developer think about our output, meaning senior developer they think about okay, a team, how okay everybody will contribute to this project and how everybody will like make the best out of this project. So as a senior developer or a mindset of senior developer, there's one thing you know, you need to mentor juniors on. Like those that are upcoming, you need to mentor them so that they can be good too. Because as time goes on, not only you to be only working on the project, you need the assistant of your junior developer to also assist you. So you mentor them one, you improve code review quality, you improve the way you write your code for review so that other people can review it and they can use it. You also document your decision clearly too. Okay, this is what you are doing, this decision you are making, you document it. Also, if you are writing and you have errors and you solve it, you document it so that even your juniors ones can also like go back to what you document and they can like have a better understanding of how your system works and everything. You will raise the team standard. You also help to unblock others quickly. So, so as a senior developer, you make everyone around you better. You get, and you also once you make everybody around you better, it also helps to improve the what do you call it, increase the output of everyone and what you are building to. Those are the four mind shifts I'm talking about of you thinking like a senior developer. Now, the next slide, we are talking about AI and senior level thinking. Now, as you all know, AI, most people when they use AI is they just write their prompts, they give AI. That's how they give AI. AI generate the code for them. After AI generate the code for them, they copy it, they paste once it's work, and then they deploy. That's all. That's the thinking of a normal developer. No, that's not the thinking of a senior developer. As a senior developer, you use AI for acceleration and not dependency. You don't depend on AI. You use AI to perform what you want to do and make it faster. You understand generated code deeply. You don't just copy and paste the code. As a senior developer or do a senior developer things, you try and understand what the code or what AI is giving you, the code AI is giving you. You don't just copy and paste. You understand what it is. Then you validate edge cases manually. You improve prompts strategically and you own final responsibility. As a senior developer, you own ownership of whatever you are doing. So you don't just copy and paste the code. You know that AI is a tool. So your mindset is that anything you are doing, anything you are working on, even no matter what AI generate or give you back, you have to take ownership of what you are doing. So AI is just the tool. You are still the engineer behind it. And the outcome, no matter the outcome, you still be the one to take responsibility. Then what hold developers back? Okay, one thing is that some developers fear of making decision. They do fear, okay, let me make decision or this one. They wait to be told what to do, which is not meant to be so. You don't necessarily need to wait for them to tell you what to do every time. Over engineering everything, avoiding ownership of failure. As I said before, as a senior developer, you must be able to like own ownership of what you do, even if there's an error or there's a bug, you own ownership of what you do and then you try to fix it later. But some developers they don't want to own ownership, which is not meant to be so. If you continue like that, then you cannot become a senior dev. Also thinking promotion is automatic. Promotion is not automatic. Promotion is not automatic. No, it's until when you change your mindset, that's when you will be regarded as a senior developer. So now, how do you start thinking like a senior developer? If you are a mid-level junior developer, if you are a junior developer, even if you are an intermediate developer, you can start thinking like a senior developer today. And one thing, first and first is ask, why are you doing this? You ask question, what is the purpose of me working on this project? What are we trying to achieve? You propose improvements and not just solution. You propose, okay, can we add these features to what we are doing? So, okay, because if we add this feature, we can improve the user's experience. You get, and not just the test, so we build this, you just build it and that. So, no, you can also make suggestions. Let us do it this way, let's do it this way. You write code that others can maintain. Yeah, this is very important because, as I said earlier, as time goes on, you might not be the only one like working on that project. They might onboard other people to into that project. You get. So we are doing a project of that will take like 5, 6 months now. You cannot expect to only you that work on that project for 5 to 6 months on that kind of every project. So once other people are being onboarded to the project, you must be able to rewrite the code whereby even for it will be easier for them to like understand your code and for them to also continue to you get. Or let us even paint another scenario. Maybe deadline is already coming, you get. And they were like, okay, let us add 2 extra developers to like assist you with what you're building. So you must be able to write code that is easy to maintain and other people can easily read and they can continue from there. You get. Also think long term and not just impact. You get. And also own results really. I've made mention of that. That you own ownership of whatever you are doing as a senior developer. So becoming a senior developer is not just about you waiting for promotion, it's about upgrading how you think. You get, and you change your mindset from just you writing code to understanding how the system works. That's one. You also change your mindset of you just trying to deliver the thing on time to making the right decision. That's judgment. That's two. And also change your mindset from individual output to just team output. That's three. And when you consistently operate with this kind of mindset, then the title senior developer will eventually be given to you, and you become a senior developer by default. So that brings me to the end of my presentation, and I would like to know if anybody have any one or two questions for me before I move on. So does anybody have any question for me before I go on to ask my own question? Will there be any question?